This is the beginning of Little Nightmares 2. I will say that I did attempt to stream a portion of this game earlier today. Everything looked good. Being new to this, apparently I made a mistake in my setup of the OBS program and had no video whatsoever to my game. It was simply my voice. Um, so, I wasn't about to leave that up like that, so I have removed it. So I can tell you right now, and I'm going to pause for a second. Um, Apparently, it gave me some of the things I found during that journey. This is what my character looks like when you originally start. I didn't know it was gonna go, oh, you found these things and you can have them in this restarted brand new game. I deleted the other game. Um, so here I am. The only thing I know about this character, other than the little bit of I played earlier, don't know if it's a boy or girl, doesn't really matter. I looked up, as you can see on my screen, a picture of him or her because that is who is on the game. And I saw that that person was involved, and it appeared that that person was the main character. I just looked up a quick image without looking at any information about the game because I don't want to find out much until my little goof earlier today. So this little bit, if it looks like I know what I'm doing, I may not execute it well, but I do know more than I did when I played earlier today because of my mistake. So, the other thing I have to tell you about this game is that the last time I played, I was using the keyboard controls because that game, version 1, said that it recommended the keyboard controls, although you had an option for a controller. So since that's what it recommended, that's what I used. This version has the opposite, so I am using a controller. Now, you just saw me walk to the back of the screen. What I have played of this is still basically a side-scrolling type of game. And you can only go so far. So I can tell you right now at the start, I can't go left. I can't go any farther back than that little ridge of grass back there. The only place I can go that I have discovered is this way. I've tried going and climbing up here. Doesn't work. Because I wanted to go explore some of the cages. I have to be careful about talking about this because I don't want to talk too much about the other game because if you haven't played it and some reason you're starting with watching this one, I don't want to spoiler too much, but I will on occasion mention something. So here we have a dead body, bugs and all that. Doesn't really appear to be anything. And this is the little trail and path. This is A to jump. This is where it's giving us our how to play the game stuff. I don't want to go too much farther past here. This one does have a barrier. Other areas do not. So you can try to come up here. You can try to get around. But it doesn't want you to do that. It wants you to learn the skills that it is giving you. Little bits at a time. And of course, now my character's not gonna do what I want. There we go. So it's telling me to jump, so I can jump over there. Again, more crates and cages. Some of them you can grab, some you can climb on top of. Weird thing, you can find the holes in the trees. And then there's just going to give me some instructions here in a moment. But basically I want to grab onto this and pull open this door. And it's telling me what to do. There we go. And go through. And then we have, as in the other game, we have our crouch maneuver. And you'll see him stand up. And then we have to go down. So we are now in another place. I will show you one thing. It's kind of gross and it's kind of funny at the same time. Because when I was walking around earlier, I was just trying to figure stuff out. And there's always, you know, piles of shoes or clothing or leaves or whatever floating around. And I was like, well, I wonder if I can get up here. Oh yeah, and I can holler. Hi. I don't know what good it does. Well, I do now, but at the time I played earlier, I didn't. But you can jump up if you do it from the right spot and hang on to the corpse's foot. I tried swaying around to see if I could move it. That's just the camera moving, and it doesn't do anything. It's just there. So just gonna go ahead and carry on. Again, playing a little different just because of the fact that I got so used to using the controls using the keyboard that I'm not doing that now, so I have to actually get used to using the controller again. The other game I've been streaming uses a controller, but it is nothing at all like this game. Now, here, you notice we have something that died here and something that died over there. And there is a cage that will handily snap down on top of this area. And if I go over that way, I'm going to get stuck in the cage. So what I discovered the last time, I mean, I didn't try pulling on it. I could try to see. No, it won't let me. So what I did the last time was I jumped over it. And then I came back and walked really fast and then just let it crash to the ground. Just so I don't, if I, for whatever reason, would come back over here. And I tried to see if I could climb this. I tried to see if I could release that rope there. Didn't find anything that could do that. You see a lot of trees that have ropes around them, and then they have these like birdhouse type things. And then you have this situation over here. Thus far, whenever I have found a tree like this, I have not been able to jump onto the stump to get into anything else. That is telling me that is the end. Like I said, it's still primarily a side scrolling game. I don't want to be down here. It won't let me do anything from that because it wants to tell me something else. So I'm going to come up here and I'm going to do this, but if I move around enough, it'll trigger me with an instruction saying to use certain buttons to move that around. What I want to do is move this over here so I can get up onto that next ledge because it's too high for me to jump to. I thought I could get it towards that box that's hanging over there because the rope and everything, it looks suspiciously like you should be able to get to it. If you can get to it, I couldn't figure out a way to do it, so I'm fairly confident at this stage that that is not something you are intended to be able to do. It's just scenery. Going through another tunnel, coming out the other side. Oh yes, I remember this. I mean, I played it once, you know, so I have to run away. Oh no! I got to the safety zone and I died. I didn't even dive that fast when I played it the last time. Oh, that's pretty funny. Well, I mean, I died here, but not quite in that manner, and I've done it now twice. This is crazy. crazy. Run, 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 run. Note to self, whenever they give you the opportunity like that you need to run away, do it. Alright, there we go. I was just too close to the tree. I also tried earlier to see if I could get back up on this, and I could not find a way to get on there. I still want to know about all the holes in the trees. I mean, birds do that, but it's not something you see as much as you see in this game. Now, we're gonna see there's something over there, and we've got a lovely noose here and a little plateau, and my character can't get up here. As a matter of fact, I'm just sliding all over the place from over here. You can see I can't jump high enough. So you have to kind of walk around and figure out how on earth you're supposed to do it. Figured it out pretty quickly before, but I just want to show you. You can walk around over here. There's some stuff and another cage. Things you want to avoid. And then it doesn't let you go up the other side. So you do have to come back over here. And you have to come up this lovely dead log. And come around. And then you can jump and then grab onto that. Oop. And if I did it successfully, I would have landed on the other side, but I was trying to be too quick and do it in one go instead of doing other stuff. So there we go. Now I had enough momentum to get all the way across. Now here we have a box just hanging. We have this box that was hanging precariously above our heads. And a broken bridge, and then we have no way to get to the other side. One advantage using the controller here is I can use this to spin these handles in a circle. It makes it a lot easier. I'm just going to pause it here for a second. On the other game, if you had to do that, you had to hit 4 different keys going around and around and around to make that turn. And generally, once you started making that noise, a bad guy came after you. So you had to do it quickly. And doing it with 4 keys, I will tell you, was not fun. So I'm going to try to get over here and get to the other side. And I've done that. That was my job. Now we have a bridge. And we have some... what was a bridge? We have some very ominous music here. And looking down, if I went straight ahead here, I would probably just straight up die. But I know when I look down, there was a box here. So that kind of saves me. I can come down. There's nothing towards me, towards the screen. If you walk too far in the other direction, past that grass, you will fall and die. I tell you this because I did it earlier, just to see what was over there, if it was in fact another ledge or anything. There is not. So I climb up here. You see all these trees? It's crazy. Okay, so walking through, and we have this area down below and a crazy bird. Now, you notice we've had shoes everywhere, and like I said, these games like to have shoes. Now, if you're not very observant, you run into problems, and once I get past the area, I did this morning, I will probably start having problems again, but right now this is very fresh in my memory. So it's telling me I can grab objects and I already knew that. We do have a camera that we can move around a little bit better than in the other game, at least thus far. And we have that log hanging there. Now, you get little sticks here in the ground. And if you go over here, I just want you to see you cannot jump and grab onto this. You have to somehow get up there. And it would appear that the way to do that is to get the log to not be up in the air. Well, the way to do that is to grab onto a shoe and throw it. You can pick up objects and throw them. So I'm going to pick up this object, and I'm going to throw it here, and you can see what happens. The log comes down, and the shoe is now in a net hanging from the trees. I know this because earlier I was in that net, promptly died, and had to do it over again. So, now I can just go across and continue on my merry way. So now we're over here, walking around. We've got what looks to be a bear trap, and another bear trap, and another bear trap, at least. So the question is going to be, what do we do about this? Right now, let's try to avoid them. A couple of them, these two are closed, the other two were open. And here we have one that is closed, and there's a stick in it. So I'm going to grab this stick and see what happens. And I've got a stick. And it turns out my controller is rumbling at me because either something is about to happen or I need to do something. And that something is this. So now, because that was blocking my way, I can go through here and I slide down to the bottom. Make such a graceful landing. I checked out all these boxes earlier. Nothing really to find or see there. This area, I'm going to need my new stick that they've conveniently left for me. And if you do this, it kind of clears the area ahead of you. And I'm assuming, like before, that, like, oh look, there's another trap. So, one trap I hit set off all these other traps here. And my stick is broken. So, now I can come up here. There could be more around. I'm not going to risk roaming around. On this side one, I can just jump to the other side. Now this side, they give us something similar. And I did try to go in the crack in the tree, because in certain places in the other game you can do that. They give you pine cones, and you have a never-ending supply of pine cones. You hit traps, and if you are lucky, they set off other traps and so forth, and get rid of a bunch at a time. And then maybe find you some safe areas to traverse through the area. And you don't have to worry, because if you start to get low, you can either walk down and get the pine cones that are in safer areas, or that didn't work out very good, or you can just wait and more do gradually fall from the trees as you're progressing through this. Let's try that. Alright, I figured there were probably some there. I mean, there could be one right here. I don't think so, but Right now I know if I go here, these are... Alright, nothing happened over there. So, like I said, I can pick up this, throw it over there, see what happens. Pick up this one, throw it out there, nothing happened. That was not the direction in which I meant to throw that. Alright. Let's come over here. Now, I can jump on here and avoid doing that. I don't think I really get any points for, like, clearing an area of these things, but let's see. It is a little bit fun to throw them through there. And you can see that there is a trap that is open at the bottom of that. So I either need to go back and get a pine cone, or I can risk... Oh no, I can't risk it because it won't let me. So I do have to come back. I have to find a pine cone. See, and there's more falling from the tree. Throw it over there. And... Ooh. Now, the last time I was able to get one, I think I might have come up from that side. I blew up more of the things over there. And try to run and jump and grab. Last time, like I said, I did that, it was already open, so I didn't have to worry about it snapping on me. But here I am. And just to show you, you cannot go in there. So, they like to give you these big illusions that you're in the wide open spaces instead of like before where we were in a confined area. And as I say so, we come across a house. There's more bird houses, there's cages everywhere. Ominous music. We have hooks. Meat hooks. We got a window up there. We've got what looks to be a toilet outside. Can't get up around there. Or any of these things that are stacked up here. I tried earlier. Does not let you do it. Just to show you that you can't. I can't reach this doorknob, and it is not the kind that I can use. I can't push it. So, but I can come over here, and we have what appears to be a rug or a log. It's hard to tell. And they look like logs, but sometimes when you're inside, they look like rugs, so it's hard to say. So I can climb up here, and I can climb in the house. And I was nervous doing this earlier, but I know what's ahead of me now. Good for me, maybe not so good for everybody else. I will tell you, I have explored this kitchen. I tried many things, most of which did not work. You can just simply jump and grab to get back up on the counters. The teapot appears to be hot. I walked around it, didn't get burned or hurt or injured or anything. Climbed up on the table, nothing really happened, can't reach the light. I was able to sort of pull that open, and I could not get any of the cabinets open. I tried to grab the handle on that. The only thing you can do is close it, and you cannot open it. I've tried. Same thing with those. The windows, you can try to climb those boards. You can only go up to the second or third board, and then it stops. We've got the refrigerator here, which I'm going to go ahead and open. Now, earlier when it did this, I had an achievement for it, apparently, because I played it then. I am not going to get those achievements unlocked, because they were already unlocked. So, there is a buzzer of some kind on that door. I've tried grabbing and moving this chair. I've tried pushing the chair. I've tried climbing on the chair. I've tried grabbing things that are on the floor. Come over here. And throwing them like you would in the other game. Doesn't go high enough. And there's nothing in that corner behind the fridge door, so I'm just gonna carry on. Okay. Ah. That door does shut behind you, so you can't go back out, and you can't push it. Now, got a hallway. That door is open. I'm not gonna go there just yet. Sometimes when you see this stuff on the floor, it's paper. Other places you find it, it will be shards of glass or dishes or something. If it's mirrors, pictures, any of those kind of things, you know, when you walk on them, they'll make noise. I can try to pull up on this. As you can see, it does not happen. Nothing else over here really to do. I was hoping that maybe I could do something with that drawer, but it's paper, nothing happens. You know, earlier when I did this, I thought these were drains. But they're not drains, they're footprints. I just realized that. I didn't see this one before, and the one out in the hall. I just saw this, and this one over here by itself. And they do look like drains. Now, one of the hats that I have in my inventory was sitting here, and this is where I picked it up at. I have looked around this room. I can't reach that doorknob. That must be to the door that was outside that I couldn't get in. I can move that shoe. I cannot get up to that. I've tried to get up there. I want to know what's in that chest with the light kind of reflecting off of it, but I can kind of pull this drawer out a little bit. And then I have tried to get up there and it just shoves the drawer shut. So, I don't know. If it's possible to get in there, someone's more patient than me. There is another switch or buzzer on the wall. Light switch, maybe. I can't reach it. As you saw earlier, I tried throwing a boot at this one and did not work. So I'm coming over here. These, I can jump up. Can't grab them. Look around. There's not a whole lot in here. You see another light switch. And there's the door. Can't get that door open. If I get the right view for you, you can see there is a person. Let me move around a little bit, see if I can get that better for you. So it was a pretty good look over there for a minute. There it goes. You can see there's a person sitting in that chair at a table. Yeah, they can't hear me. Not coming after me. I can't get in there. So right now they are not high on my worry list. We've got another window. can't jump, can't get to. Got more cages and crates and things like that. And this door here. This door goes down into a basement. And you get music getting louder. I don't know if you can tell that. Hopefully I got the volume adjusted better and you can actually hear that that music is playing in the background. Kind of a creepy music sound. So I'll show you what I did earlier is I did grab this here just to see if I could. Pulled. And broke the handle off the cleaver. So I'm apparently not supposed to have the cleaver. I can climb up here. And I can get over to this bag here. Or to jump over this bag, but I can't grab that. And I can't get to the shelf that I tried. I've tried to grab those things, doesn't work. I've tried throwing this, I've tried throwing this spools of thread, and here is a door. And look, what is behind the door? There's a little child playing with some kind of music box. A trap on the chair or table over there. And a bunch of hooks hanging from the ceiling. Does not bode well. And I thought, you know, maybe, hey, doors looks kind of broken. I thought maybe I could squeeze through it like in the other thing when there's a crack, you know, sometimes 6 used to squeeze into places. Didn't work. So I'm going to come through here. And I will say I did not spend oodles of time in this room. I did come up here and look around. You can see there's lots of sharp implements. Obviously there is one in this room that is quite literally sticking out. And that's the one that we're going to grab. I tried getting up above this stuff earlier. I could only get, just because I can. I tried to get above there, and it does not work. And I just, let's face it, I don't have a lot of the patience to sit there and try stuff repeatedly. When I knew, even that time, that I needed this. So I am going to drag this all the way across the room. My controller, again, has the rumble feature, and it is rumbling like crazy right now. So I am going to whack at this. I might be able to get through it now. And nope, I'm gonna hit it a few more times. There we go. Drop. And I come in. There's a lot of counting numbers and drawings on the wall. I'm not in control of this, I just want you to know. My character is saying, hey, psst, come here. And I was really waiting for this kid to attack me and trying to make friends with him, and it's like, nope, tricked ya. And the kid runs away. Yeah, so I did kind of look around in here a little bit earlier. There's not really a whole lot in here. Your main thing was finding that child. Don't need the axe, so I'm gonna leave it there. Now, he was just on the stairs. So I'm going to jump over the broken part of the stairs, and I'm going to go look for him. And you can see him just ahead of you, running towards the door that was closed before, which is now open, and Thought these were alive people, and they're not. Some of them don't even look like real people. I mean, that guy's neck is messed up, man. I mean, I don't know if they were real once upon a time or not, but I'm following my friend in here. And this is where it got interesting. Because I'm standing here and I'm watching this kid. And I can't move right now. And so he's like, okay. And he's saying, come here. So he's putting his hands down like that. So I'm going to step into his hands and grab that. And he's going to grab me, and look what happened. We got a shoe and a ladder. And noises that do not sound good. So I'm gonna climb up here and hope he climbs up here really quickly too. Or she, because it's hard to tell. And there is my friend. Now, I looked around this attic area earlier. Quite a bit, actually. What I've discovered is that this portion of the game requires teamwork. And one or the other of us will initiate that idea of teamwork. Sometimes it's that other character, sometimes it's mine. I've figured out you can open this, so if you need to go back, you can. Notice that we have this little turning crank, and up on the ceiling that it is attached to is a hook with a key on it. So guess what? We're going to want the key. So now we need to find the device that goes into the key. And you're going to see he's doing that again, like, hey, let me boost you. So I'm letting him boost me. And I tried checking out some things over here. Coming down. I tried climbing some of these areas, couldn't do it. Came through here and sort of freaked out a little bit because there is this person. I will honestly say I was a little bit terrified because I thought for sure that person was gonna come and get me. So I am trying. Why are you not letting me grab it right now? There we go. And she's stuffed. Isn't that lovely? My character's like, oh, get away, get off me. Pick up the... Ah! Didn't mean to drop it. Pick it up. Duck. And see, this is how nice they were. They planned all these ramps and stuff so you could go back and forth. And I'm gonna come down and fall. And look what happens here. Now he's waiting. And at first I thought he was waiting for me. But then I realized, aha, I have to do this. And the key falls down. At first I thought I messed up because I thought I was going to have to swing and take the key with me. But the key falls. Now watch this. I'm like, I've got this really nifty key. I'm going to shove it in my pocket. I thought that was kind of funny. Now, my little friend sometimes will follow me, sometimes will not follow me.